morning, Intergalactic. Those who are passing by here in this matrix on January 15th, Wednesday. Today I could tell you I heard last week again that everything would be fine, and also Wednesday the 8th. But although I leave here my suggestion, for those who want, for you to review these 2 days, I will complement some information, because this subject is very important. I mean it. It deserves deepening. Energy never dies. It transforms. So everything we feel is recorded here on Earth. Have you noticed that sometimes you are walking on the street, happy in life? It's there. Fine. Then you feel a joy or a sadness, any emotion, that seems to come out of nowhere and invade your chest. Yeah, there are energies wandering around, and that by similar vibration you ended up accessing. Yes, I don't know for you if this is good or bad news, but we need to have inside us some resonant spark of that same energy to be able to connect and feel. Everything is symbolism about something that is actually happening to us. So any opportunity, you have to access your interior, can't be wasted or shouldn't be. What I want to tell you is that if you felt any feeling, any out of nowhere, dive into it with curiosity. Seek to know more about what you are feeling. 99% of our problems is because we act automatically. We just go out doing it as if we were a robot. Then we answer, we criticize, we judge, etc., etc. Acting automatically is wasting life and makes us stop reading the signs that life passes, that our body sends us. They are very subtle. They can't be heard when we are in the middle of the noise confusion and living life in a mechanical way. And how does the divine energy know about it? Do you know what it does to make you stop to listen? It puts you in a sickbed. It makes you feel angry about someone or something and want to move away. It brings you problems to understand that something needs attention. All this in a desperate attempt to make us review our actions. My question here now is, what if we created the habit of being present in the present? Would that put us in another place of consciousness? And would it prevent the universe from putting rocks in our shoes to make us stop and review everything? Okay, my angel. And what is presence in the present? What a cute phrase. But tell me in practice. In practice, I'm saying, drink your tea feeling the crap of the taste of the tea. Instead of paying attention to your cell phone, if you are talking to someone, listen to that person with interest. And don't think about what you're going to answer next. It's crazy to have a pause so you can enter with your opinion, or how it applies to your life. If it was like this or like that with you, just listen. I know we've been trained to share our attention all the time. All the time. And this is very useful for the programmers of this matrix. After all, this is what keeps us away from our power. But a way for us to regain our superpower is by resorting to our 5 senses. Do what you're doing, paying attention to your 5 senses. So when you're washing a dish, for example, feel the smell of soap, the texture of the foam, the temperature of the water, the noise it makes. Let's choose to be aware all the time and stop acting on impulse to really take the best advantage of our day and our lives. Life is a gift, and we should be celebrating every day. Einstein said that there are 2 ways to see life. One is that miracles do not exist, and the other is that everything is a miracle.
Sky on January 15th, 2025. On this Wednesday, the moon rises around 13 degrees of the Lion. With that, it is already well away from the conjunction with Mars and also from the opposition to Pluto. And because it is at this degree, it begins to form a good aspect with Jupiter in Gemini. So there is a promise of some lightness for this day from that. So we have a sextile between the moon in Leo and Jupiter in Gemini. Now it is still worth paying attention to our common sense to appreciate this lightness of the day, because Venus will also begin a quadrature with this same Jupiter. So it is that aspect that we lose a little notion of the limits of things and commit some exaggeration, so to speak. So just pay attention to this so as not to go beyond the limits that the day can bring. It is that old saying that I use now. Let's savor, but in moderation.
Right. Summarizing to organize in our head. 1. Venus is having a hard time with Jupiter until next Monday. What does that mean? That in this period it is better to avoid shopping, because our common sense on this subject can be a little damaged. It is that kind of situation that you can end up spending much more than you needed, buying useless things that you definitely did not need, and then you regret it. And also avoid creating expectations in relation to the people you like, because possible frustrations end up bringing problems. 2. At the end of the day, Uranus comes from near and far to hit the moon. This can generate a certain anxiety in some people. This can end up harming sleep too, can bring setbacks, some situations that can have a completely unusual outcome. But it is worth trying to calm down from 10 o'clock at night. Create a relaxing environment and calm down. Let's go? Make a good Wednesday around there. That I do around here. See you tomorrow.